Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for vector. Kindly refers to the questions. The point A, B and C are the vertices of a triangle A, B, C. So try to imagine the situation given. Let's say here we have A, B and C. The position vectors of the point A, B, C relative to the origin are the situation given. So A, find the vector which is perpendicular to the vector AB, AC. So what kind of vector that is perpendicular to the vector AB and AC? So very obvious, it is a normal for the plane. So in order to find the normal for the plane, let us find the AB and the AC first. The vector AB, where we have the formula OB minus OA. For the formula AC, where we have the situation OC minus OA. So kindly substitute the point. So in here we have the OB, so A, B and C. So here we have 2, 1 and 3. Minus the OA where we have 1, negative 3 and 2. So kindly simplify the situation. Vector AB where we have the situation 1, 4 and 1. Continue. The AC where we have the OC where we have 3, negative 2, negative 1. Minus the OA 1, negative 3 and 2. The vector AC is equals to 2, 1 and negative 3. Next is to find the normal. So in order to find the normal, we have to cross the situation vector AB cross vector AC. So kindly substitute when we have 1, 4, 1 followed by 2, 1, negative 3. Next, in order to find the I, kindly close up the I, so we will have negative 12 minus 1. Next, close up the J, negative 3, negative 2. Lastly, close up the K, we have 1 minus 8. So, the normal to the plane is equals to negative 13, positive 5, then we have negative 7. So, that is the normal vector for the plane. Next, calculate the area of the triangle. So as we all know, the formula for the triangle would be 1 over 2 magnitude AB cross magnitude AC. So kindly refers to the normal. So here we have 1 over 2 square root. We have 13 square plus with the 5 square plus with the 7 square. So 1 over 2, 169 plus with the 25 plus with the 49. If we simplify the situation, and we will have the situation 9 square root of 3 over 2 unit square. Or in decimal, we have 7.79 unit square because of 3 significant figures. Hello everyone, in this video, I'm going to discuss the example for random variable. The probability distribution function of a discrete random variable x is given by the function below. For the x, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So here we have random variable 0, 1, 2, and 3. So the probability, kindly substitute 0 and we will have 1 over 60. If we substitute 1 and we will have 2k plus with 1 over 16. Followed by substitute the 2, we have 4k plus 1 over 16. And finally, if we substitute 3 and we will have 6k plus 1 over 16. Where k is the constant and find the value k. So as we all know, the summation for the probability is equals to 1 because the question said it is a discrete random variable. So kindly substitute the situation. So in here we have 1 over 16, 2 over 16, 3 over 16, 4 over 16. So here we have 4 over 16 where we have 1 over 4. Plus we have 2k, 4k and 6k. So total up we will have 12k equals to 1. So 12k is equals to 3 over 4. Continue. K is equals to 3 over 4 multiplied with the 12. So finally, the k will be equals to 1 over 16. So kindly substitute the situation into the table. The probability where we have 1 over 16. Continue. 2 over 16 plus with 1 over 16, so we will have 3 over 16. Next, we have 4 over 16 plus with 1 over 16, where we have 5 over 16. 6 over 16, and we will have 7 over 16. Next, follow B. The probability is that x less than 3. Since this is a discrete random variable, remember, modify, we have the equal sign. X is less than equals to 2. So kindly refers to the table, which is the red in color. X is less than equals to 2, means that we need to find the 0, 1, and 2. So 1 plus with the 3 plus with the 5 over 16. So we have 9 over 16. That is the probability that x less than 3. Or we can say the situation 0.563. So that is the answer for question B. Continue with the median. So what is the median? Median is looking for where is the location of 0.5. So in this case, the 0.5 represent 8 over 16. So if we sum up this part, we will have 4 over 16, which is 0.25, less than 0.5. Means that median is not in 0 and also 1. If we sum up this part, we will have 9 over 16. As we all know, 9 over 16, which is equals to 0.563, which is greater than 0.5. So, in conclusion, the median x is equals to 2. Kindly refers to D, where we have the mean. So, as we all know, the mean is equals to summation for x multiplied with the probability. So, kindly refers to D's part. X multiplied with the probability. So, we will have 0, 3 over 16, and then we have 10 over 16, and then we have 21 over 16. So the EX is equals to 3 plus with the 10 plus with the 21 over 16. So 21 plus with the 10, we have 31, plus with the 3, we have 34. So 34 over 16, if we simplify, and we will have 17 over 8, or 2.13. That is the mean for this situation. Hello everyone, in this video, I'm going to discuss the example for special probability distribution. Kindly refers to the questions. A mathematical test consists of 30 multiple choice questions. Each question has 4 options, with the only one option is correct. So in here, we have 30 multiple choice questions, and then only one option is correct. So a student is asked to answer the test. If a student made random guess for all the questions, find the probability that he or she got. So in this case, we have the hints where we have the title. X is binomially distributed with 30 and then 0.25. Why? Because in here they mentions that each question had 4 options and only one option is correct, so 1 over 4, which is 0.25. So number 1, probability is that the meanings that or incorrect answer means that the student didn't get any question correct. That's why x is equals to 0. So by using the formula, so 30 C0, 0.25 to the power of 0, and then 0.75 to the power of 30 by referring to the calculator, and we can calculate the answer 0.0002. So that is the answer for x equals to 0, or we can say it none correct. Or maybe we can make use of the table. Probability is that x greater equals to 0 minus probability is that x greater equals to 1. That is by using the table. So here we have 1 minus 0.398. So finally we have the same answer, 0.0002. Continue. At least 15 correct answer. So probability is that x at least 15. By referring to the table, so the answer will be 0.0027. For the question C, not more than 10 correct answer. So probability is that x and the 10. Not more than means that equal. So x is less than equals to 10. So by using the table, we have to rewrite the formula. We have 1 minus probability is that x greater equals to 11. By referring to the table of binomial probability, we have 1 minus 0.1057. By referring to the calculator, 0.8943 will be the answer. X is less than or equals to 10. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for Newton-Raphson. Value refers to the questions, shows that the equation x minus tangent x is equals to 0 has a root between 4 and 4.6. By using the Newton-Raphson method with the initial value or x0 is equal to 4.4 as an initial approximation, find the real roots correct to 3 significant figures. So let us begin with stated the function. So here we have fx is equals to x minus tangent x. Next, substitute the f4. So in here, kindly take notes that setting the calculator in the mode radian in order to avoid the mistake. So f4 will have 2.84, which is greater than 0. Next, f4.6, and we will have negative 4.26 less than 0. So notice that here we have the opposite sign. So opposite sign, or we can say sign change, show that fx has a root between 4.0 and 4.6. Continue. In order to using the Newton-Raphson method, what we have to do is to find the first derivative for the function, differentiate the x and we will have 1, differentiate the tangent x and we will have secant square x, which is equals to 1 minus 1 over cos square x. So kindly substitute. So x1 is equals to x0 minus fx0 over f prime x0. So kindly substitute the formula. So here we have 4.4 minus, for the function, bracket, we have 4.4 minus the tangent 4.4 radian over the f prime x, 1 minus 1 over cos square, bracket, 4.4. Kindly refers to the calculator and we will have the answer, which is 4.53598. Repeat the process for the x sub 2. 4.53598 minus, we have the bracket, 4.53598 minus the tangent 4.53598 over 1 minus 1 over cos square, bracket, 4.53598. So if we refer to the calculator, the x sub 2 will be equals to 4.50186. Repeat the situation. X sub 3 will be equals to 4.49374. Repeat the process. So 4.49340. X sub 5, 4.49340. And we notice that it is a repeated situation. So the root x is 4.49 because of 3 significant figures. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for integration. Find the following integral. Kindly refers to number 1. So here we have integrate 3 over x ln bracket 5x. So my suggestion will be using the substitution method. So let u equals to ln 5x. If we differentiate the situation, du dx, differentiate the ln 5x, where we have 1 over 5x, differentiate the 5x and we will have 5. If we simplify the situation and we will have 1 over x dx. So kindly refers to the situation. So here we have x dx. Actually it's 1 over x multiplied with the dx. So kindly substitute the situation. So if we substitute 3 integrate, we have 1 over u du. Integrate the situation, 3 ln u plus with the c. So 3 ln, the u will be ln 5x plus with the c. So that will be the answer for this situation. Next, continue. We have integrate 7 sine square bracket x over 2 dx. So for this case, my suggestion will be refers to the half angle formula. So cos x is equals to 1 minus 2 sine square x over 2. Kindly rearrange the situation and express the sine square x over 2 as a subject. So sine square x over 2 is equals to 1 minus cos x over 2. So kindly substitute the situation. 7 integrate, we have 1 over 2 minus cos x over 2 dx. If we integrate the situation, 7 bracket, we have x over 2 minus, integrate the cos and we will have sine x over 2 plus with the c. Or we may rewrite the situation, 7 over 2 bracket, x minus sine x plus with the c. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for trapezoidal rule. Estimate the value for the situation given using the trapezoidal rule with 5 subinterval. So in here, n is equals to 5. Give your answer correct to 3 decimal places. So first of all, find the value of h. So h is equals to b minus a, where we have 5 pi over 12 minus 0 over the n, where we have 5. H will be equals to pi over 12. Next, construct the table. So here we have x. So x naught is equals to 0. x1 is equals to, add on the pi over 12. Next, x sub 2, we have 2 pi over 12. Or you may write the answer pi over 6. x3, we have 3 pi over 12. Or you may express pi over 4. Continue. We have 4 pi over 12. Or pi over 3. 5 pi over 12. Continue, we have the value for y is equals to square root of tangent x. Kindly take notes. Set your calculator in mode radian. So we have y naught, if it's 0, so the answer will be 0. y5, if we substitute, and we will have 1.931851. If y sub 1, the answer will be 0.5167638. If y sub 2, we will have 0.759836. y sub 3, and we will have 1. y sub 4, and we will have 1.316074. If we total up, so we will have 1.931851. Then if we total up the y sub 1 until y sub 4, and we will have 3.593548. So substitute the formula. So we will have h over 2 bracket, we have y0 plus with y sub 1 plus 2 multiply for the y1 until y sub 4. So pi over 12 divided by 2, so pi over 24 bracket 1.931851 plus 2 multiply with 3.593548. So if we simplify the situation, 1.193667371. If we round up the situation, the question said 3 decimal places, so 1.194. That will be the value for this case. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for integration. Let the function fx is equals to negative 2x multiplied with the ln x be defined for the range 1 until 2e. Find the area of the region bounded by the curve y equals to fx, the line x equals to 2 exponent, and the x-axis. So kindly refer to the question. Since the question didn't ask us to sketch the graph, we can straightforward integrate the situation. Negative 2x ln x respect to x from 1 until 2e. Let's focus on the situation. Let u equals to ln x, and then the dv is equals to negative 2x dx. So kindly integrate and differentiate. So du equals to 1 over x dx. v is equals to negative x squared. Kindly substitute the formula. So here we have uv negative ln x bracket x squared minus become plus, integrate, we have the situation x dx. After we simplify the situation, next is to integrate. So negative x squared ln x plus we have x squared over 2 with the domain 2e and 1. Kindly substitute. So if we substitute, and we will have negative bracket 4e squared and then ln 2e plus we have 4e squared over 2 where we have 2e squared bracket minus If we substitute the 1, and we will have 0 plus with 1 over 2. Notice that if you calculate the situation, and we will have a negative value. Since we have negative value, it is better for us to put a modulus. So from here, the area is equals to 35.8 unit square. Next, suppose the region described in A is rotated 360 degrees about the x-axis. Find the volume of the solid generated. So volume is equals to pi integrate. We have the situation negative 2x ln x bracket square respect to x from 1 until 2e. So in here, my suggestion is to expand the situation. So integrate, we have 4x square bracket ln x bracket square respect to x. So repeat the situation by part method. So here we have ln x bracket square. dv is equals to 4x square respect to x. So one is integrate, another one is differentiate. So du 2 ln x, differentiate the ln x, and we have x, and then dx. v is equals to 4x to the power 3 over 3. Kindly substitute into the formula. So we will have uv, so 4x cubed over 3 bracket ln x square minus, we have 4 over 3 integrate, we have x cubed, which is the v, and then multiply with, we have 2, and then ln x over x. Rewrite the situation, 4x cubed bracket ln x bracket square over 3 minus, we have 8 over 3 integrate, we have x square ln x dx. So kindly focus on this part. Repeat the process for the by part situation. So let u is equals to ln x, and then we have dv is equals to x square dx. So du equals to 1 over x dx, and then if we integrate, we will have v equals to x to the power 3 over 3. So repeat the situation. We have 4x cubed bracket ln x bracket square over 3 minus 8 over 3 bracket. So in here, uv, so x to the power 3 ln x over 3 minus, we have 1 over 3 integrate, we have v du. So in here we have x square dx. So one more time, integrate the situation. So we will have 4x to the power 3 bracket ln x bracket square over 3, and then minus, we have 8x cubed ln x over 9. So in here we will have negative become positive. So 8x to the power 3 over 27. So with the limit 2e and 1. So if we substitute the value, so we will have pi bracket. If we substitute 2e, we will have 419.966 minus, if we substitute 1, and we will have 8 over 27. So finally, 419.67 pi unit cube will be the volume for the situation. Hello everyone, in this video, I'm going to discuss the example for first order differential equation. According to the Newton's law of cooling, the rate at which the temperature of a hot object decreases is proportional to the difference between the temperature of the object and the room temperature. So given that the temperature of the object at any time denoted as T is the theta with the constant room temperature. So A, write now the differential equation to describe the above situation. So for the A, we have d theta dt. Directly proportional to negative because of decreasing. So theta minus theta naught. So that is the answer for A. Then if we write down the differential equation, so we have d theta dt is equals to negative k multiplied with theta minus theta naught. B, if theta naught is equals to 20 degrees Celsius, find the general solution of the differential equation. So at first, focus on the d theta dt equals to negative k bracket theta minus theta naught. So in here, the theta naught will be replaced by the 20 degree Celsius. So here we have 20. So separable variable, 1 over theta minus 20 d theta equals to negative k integrate dt. So kindly integrate the situation. Ln theta minus 20 equals to negative kt plus with the c. So theta is equals to exponent negative kt plus with the c plus with the 20. So the answer for the B would be theta is equals to a exponent negative kt plus with the 20. So now kindly refers to C. If the hot object takes 15 minutes to cool from 115 degrees Celsius to 75 degrees Celsius, so meaning that T equals to 0 and the theta is 115 degrees Celsius. If T is equals to 15, the theta will be equals to 75 degrees Celsius. Find the time taken for the hot object to cool from 75 to 30. So T question mark theta is equals to 30 degrees Celsius. So let's begin. So at first, T equals to a exponent negative kt plus with the 20. So when T equals to 0, theta is equals to 115 degrees Celsius. Can you substitute? So 115 minus 20 is equals to a. After you substitute T equals to 0. So a will be equals to 95. So theta is equals to 95 multiplied with exponent negative kt plus with the 20. Continue. So here we have theta is equals to 95 multiplied with exponent negative kt plus with the 20. So if t is equals to 15, theta will be equals to 75 degrees Celsius. So kindly substitute 75 minus 20 divided by 95 and then ln is equals to negative 15k. In order to find the k, so k is equals to, here we have ln 75 minus 50 and we will have 11 over 19 over negative 15. So k is equals to 0.0364. So kindly substitute. So theta equals to 95 multiplied with the exponent negative 0.0364 t plus with the 20. So if t don't know and then the theta is equals to 30 degrees Celsius, kindly substitute 30 minus 20 over 95, then ln over negative 0.0364. So we have the t. So in here, the t is equals to 61.85 minutes. So kindly take notes. For this case, is from 115 until 30. So it takes 61.85 minutes. So the question mentions that from 75 to 30. So if from 75 means that the beginning will be 15 minutes. Okay, so meaning that we have to make use of the 15 minutes. So 61.85 minus 15 minutes. So the answer would be 46.85 minutes. So meaning that the time taken for the object to cool from 75 to 30, the answer would be 46.85 minutes from 75 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for random variable. A continuous random variable x has a probability density function. So given the function, so I would like to represent the situation in a real number line. Here we have the situation 1. So here we have a x to the power negative 3 plus with the b x to the power negative 4. So A, explain what the letter x represent. So in here, the letter x represent the value for the interval. For example, from 1 until infinity. That is the value for x. It is given that the probability that x greater than 2 is equals to 3 over 16. Show that a is equals to 1 and then find the value b. So let's begin. So here it mentions that it is a continuous random variable. So integrate, start from 1 until infinity. We have the function a x to the power negative 3 plus with b x to the power negative 4 respect to x is equals to 1. Kindly integrate the situation. So a x to the power negative 2 over negative 2 plus we have b x to the power negative 3 over negative 3 with the limit we have infinity and 1 equals to 1. So if we rewrite the situation, so we will have the situation a over negative 2x squared plus we have b over negative 3x cubed. So if we substitute the infinity, try to imagine a over infinity, we will have 0. b over infinity, we will have 0. So the situation would be 0 minus bracket. If we substitute 1, and we will have a over negative 2 plus b over negative 3. So kindly expand. So we will have a over 2 plus b over 3 equals to 1. So 3a plus 2b is equals to 6. So that would be the first equation. Continue. Focus on this part. The question mentions that integrate start from 2 until infinity. We have a x to the power negative 3 plus b x to the power negative 4 dx, and we will have 3 over 16. So kindly refers to the integral. So we will have the situation. So a over negative 2x squared plus b over negative 3x cubed. So we have infinity and 2 equals to 3 over 16. So as usual, if we substitute infinity, we will have 0 minus bracket. If we substitute 2, and we will have a over, so 2 squared 4, we have negative 8 plus 8 multiplied with negative 3, we have negative 24. 3 over 16. So based on the situation, what we will have is a over 8 plus b over 24 equals to 3 over 16. So kindly multiply all the terms with 24. So we will have 3a plus with the b is equals to 9 over 2. So rewrite the situation. 6a plus 2b is equals to 9. So let it as the second equation. So my suggestion is to eliminate the b. The second equation minus the first equation. So we will have 3a, 3. a is equals to 3. So we already shown that a is equals to 1. Next, continue. Substitute the situation into the first equation. Then we will have 3 plus 2b is equals to 6. So 2b is equals to 3, b is equals to 3 over 2. So that is the value a and also the b. So kindly substitute the value into the real number line. Next, find the ex. So the formula for ex will be negative infinity until infinity, x multiplied with the fx dx. So kindly continue the situation. So ex is equals to integrate, start from 1 until infinity. Then do remember, multiply the x. So in here we have x to the power negative 2 plus we have 3 over 2 x to the power negative 3 dx. So kindly integrate the situation. So in here we have x to the power of negative 1 over negative 1 plus we have 3 over 2 x to the power negative 2 over negative 2. With the limit, we have infinity and 1. So kindly rewrite the situation. 1 over x minus we have 3 over 4x squared. So if we substitute the infinity, again we have 0 minus bracket. If we substitute 1, we have negative 1 minus 3 over 4. So if we calculate the situation, we have the ex. So do remember, we have positive 1, 3 over 4 or 7 over 4. So that will be the ex. D, we have e 2x plus with the 3. By follow to the properties, we have 2 multiplied with the ex plus with the 3. So 2 multiplied with 7 over 4 plus with the 3. So 7 over 2 plus with the 3. So we have 13 over 2 or we have 6.5 for the e bracket 2x plus with the 3. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the topic about random variable. The discrete random variable x takes the value 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and its probability distribution is defined as follow. So kindly refers to the situation. So here x is the random variable and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and we have the probability. If we substitute 1 and we will have a. If we substitute 2, so in here 2 minus 1 means that we have 1. So multiply with the situation, probability that x is equals to 1 means that refers to this part. So it will be 1 over 2 multiplied with the a. Next, if we substitute 3, means that 3 minus 1. So the answer will be 1 over 2 and then multiply with x is equals to 2. So reverse x is equals to 2. So means that again multiply with 1 over 2a. Continue. If we substitute 4, so x is equals to 3. So 1 over 2 multiply x is equals to 3. So we will have a over 4. Finally, if we substitute 5, so means that we will have 1 over 2 multiply with 5 minus 1, which means that x equals to 4. So we will have a over 8. So if we rewrite the situation, it will become probability that x is equals to, we have a over 2, and then a over 4, and then we have a over 8, and finally a over 16. So the question shows that a is equals to 16 over 33. So kindly refers to the situation, we have a discrete random variable. So meaning that the summation for the probability must be equals to 1. So now we have to sum up everything. So we have the situation a plus with a over 2 plus with a over 4 plus with a over 8 plus a over 16, which is equals to 1. So kindly equate the denominator. So we will have 16a plus with 8a plus with 4a plus with 2a plus with the a over 16 equals to 1. So if we sum up, we will have 31a equals to 16. So a is equals to 16 over 31. Then we already shown the situation. Next, the discrete variable x is given in the table. So here we have the situation. Find the cumulative distribution function where we have the capital Fx. So kindly refers to the situation. Let's say here we have the Fx. So the meaning for Fx means that we have to sum up the probability. So the first one will be 16 over 31, followed by we have 24 over 31. Continue, we have 28 over 31, and then we have 30 over 31, and then finally we have 1. So the question mentions that we have to find the Fx. So we have the function Fx begins with the 0, followed by 16 over 31, and then 24 over 31, and then we have 28 over 31, and then 30 over 31, and then finally we have 1. So regarding the range, so this one will be x is less than 1. Continue. X is greater equals to 1 and less than 2. X is greater equals to 2 and then less than 3. X is greater equals to 3 and then less than 4. X is greater equals to 4 and then less than 5. Finally, x is greater and equals to 5. So that is the Fx. Number 2, by referring to the situation, find the probability that x is greater than 4. So in here, probability that x is greater than 4. So based on the situation, we must have the situation equal. Then probability that x is greater equals to 5. So by referring to the situation where we have 1 minus, so probability that x is less than equals to 4, or we can say 1 minus f4. So by referring to the situation, we have 1 minus 30 over 31. So the answer will be 1 over 31. That is the probability, or we can say 0.0322. Continue. Find the probabilities that x is equals to odd. So in here, x is equals to 1 plus x is equals to 3 plus x is equals to 5. So kindly sum up. We have 16 plus with the 4 plus with the 1 over 31. So based on the situation, the probability will be 21 over 31. Or we can say 0.677. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for special probability distribution. The masses in gram of plums of a certain kind have the distribution where we have normal distribution with 55 mean and 18 variance. So rewrite the situation. X is normally distributed with 55 and we have the square root of 18 square. Find the probabilities that a plum chosen at random has the mass between 50 and 60 gram. So here we have the keywords between. So first what we have to do is to standardize the situation. So we have 50 minus 55 over square root of 18 z. Then we have 60 minus 55 over square root of 18. So after we standardify, we will have negative 1.18 z and then 1.18. Refers to the diagram. We have negative 1.18, we have 1.18. Shaded the region. So rewrite the formula. So what we have to do is to eliminate this part and also this part. So if we rewrite the formula, we will have 1 minus 2 multiplied with the probability that z greater than 1.18. Kindly refers to the table. 1 minus 2 bracket, we have 0.1190. So if it refers to the calculator, and we will have 0.762. Find the probabilities that a plum chosen at random has the mass at most 40 gram. So in here, we have x and 40. Question said at most 50 gram. So kindly standardize the situation. So we have z less than equals to 40 minus 55 over square root of 18. So probability that z less than equals to negative 3.54. So kindly refers to the diagram. So negative 3.54. So here will be the region. So do remember, reflect the situation. So 3.54. So rewrite the formula. Probability that z greater than equals to 3.54. Refers to the statistical table, and we will have the answer 0.0002. The heaviest 5% of plum classified as extra large. Find the minimum mass of the extra large plum. So in here, they say minimum mass. So probability is that x greater equals to the minimum means that we have the equal extra large plum. So let's say it is A equals to 0.05. So continue, standardize. So A minus 55 over square root of 18 equals to 0.05. Kindly refers to the statistical table, especially page 23. So the z in here is equals to 1.6449. So A minus 55 equals to 1.6449 multiplied with the square root of 18. So A is equals to 55 plus 1.6449 multiplied with the square root of 18. So A will be equals to 61.9, or we can say 62. So continue. The masses in gram of apples of the certain kinds have the distribution, where we have the normal distribution and then 67 for the mean, and we have the variance. It is given that half of the apple have the masses between 62 gram and 72 gram. Determine the standard deviation. So here they mentions that the probability is that x is greater than 62 and less than 72 equals to 0.5, because they said half. So first, standardize. 62 minus 67 over standard deviation. We have z 72 minus 67 over the standard deviation equals to 0.5. So simplify. Probability is that we have negative 5 over standard deviation, and then 5 over standard deviation equals to 0.5. So refers to the diagram. So we notice that it is the same for the value of z, just that it is one is negative, another one is positive. So rewrite the situation. 2 multiplied with probability z greater than 5 over standard deviation equals to 0.5. Rewrite. So z greater than 5 over the standard deviation equals to 0.25. So by referring to the page 23, and we note that we have the value of z, which is equals to 0.6745. So 5 over the standard deviation equals to 0.6745. So the standard deviation will be equals to 5 over 0.6745. So the standard deviation will be equals to 7.413. If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel and share this video to your friend. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.